Oh, hello, you insouciant long pig's head his eyes. Obviously, one coming at you for another Transformers transformation review thingy. Yes, this time we're taking a look. We're going to travel back in time to the halcyon days of 2010 or 2011, I think it is. Transformers Prime, and this time we're taking a look at Soundwave. I have the normal one and I have the Beast Hunters one. We're going to look at the normal. I mean, they're more or less the same, but there are some differences. We're going to have a look at the Prime one first, and he is an unmanned drone. You know, one of those Predator drones that the military use, but like a Cybertron version of it, because he's got all these extra spikes and things sticking out, and he's pretty cool. I was very much, when they announced Prime, and then I saw the look of Prime Soundwave, and I'm like, what have you done to my boy? You know, but the character is great, you know. So yeah, he's just an unmanned drone. You got this nice sort of done in this sort of grey, bluey grey kind of look there and there. Yeah, you can see where things are going to happen later underneath there. Highlighted by these little sort of purpley pink spots here and there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, and it's got these extra little black pieces here and there as well, which is very good. Very good, very good. Yeah, so not much to be said, really. Let's take it to robot mode, shall we? Let's do that. Actually, before we do that, we'll have a look at the Beast Hunters one, and this has been heavily remoulded. Come undone, and he gets this weird sort of grappling hook thing. Actually, we'll have a look at that first. And you get this like organic looking sort of grappling hook thing. These do move, and then it's on a cable there, on a bit of string. So when you fire it, it fires out, and you can like that. You see, it's pretty fucking cool. It's a bit odd. It's the way it's shaped is a bit odd, but you know, it's one of those things. So we'll have a look at the Beast Hunter Soundwave, and he's basically the same toy, but he's added these extra bits here and there, as you can see, compared to this one. There we go. See what I'm doing. Yeah, he's got an extra tail fin at the back there. He's got all these extra spikes sticking out. The wings have been reshaped, and they've added a bit more Soundwave colours to him. You've got these blue and the yellow there. Same underneath there. It's a bit. You know, you can see where things are going to go. But yeah, you've got these nice big Decepticon symbols on there on each side, which is very nice. And then, yeah, I was going to say the first time Soundwave's been a plane, and that's not right. He was a stealth bomber in Energon. So yeah, pretty cool. So let's take him to robot mode. So, what do we do? It's been a while since I've transformed this guy, actually. You lift these up at the front like that to get him out of the way. Lift these back, they become his feet, and you can pull these down. And then he's actually got landing gear. I didn't realise. Landing gear. There we go. And then you can pull him down like so. And then you can... What you do now is you get this section here and then you sort of pull it up and then you can pull these legs out. Actually, no, you separate the wings as well. Separate the wings. And then he's got legs. There we go. And then you can pull these down like that just to give him an extra... There we go. There we go, so he's got nice legs. Pretty cool. There we go. So then now you just disconnect the shoulders there. And then you come to this section and then you lift it. What do we do? It's been a while. Oh yeah, you lift this, the tail fins up like that. And then you should reveal his head. Head comes out like so. And then you get his arms. Then you pull his arms out like that to make them really long, and then you separate this section, so almost like break it in half almost, and then you pull this bit forward like that, so you're into this position, and then this assembly all goes back, the shoulder assembly all goes back up into this position again, like that, and then you've got one arm. And then second verse, same as the first, you lift that out, you separate the arm, rotate that back up like that, and then you rotate everything round, and that comes off, and it's a bit of a ball ache. It's on one of them universal slide joints, but it just likes to come out. Let's see. Boom, there we are, and there he is in his robot mode. And then you just position these down. You can leave them up like that. You can do what you want with them. I tend to do that, just gives them extra heel stability, because he's quite a spindly boy. And there he is in his robot mode, and he looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah. There is I am still tempted to get the upgrade kit from Toy Hacks, not Spawn, because you can get the, well, look, as I'm talking about, I'll look at his face. Because in the show, he doesn't have a face, this is like a screen, and you see like, you know, oscilloscopes and things going along, and he even puts like an emoji up, because he don't talk in the show. No, he, but the one cool thing is though, he doesn't talk until, I think, until he says Soundwave superior, Autobots inferior, and it's Frank doing the voice. But what he does is he records other people doing the voice, and he adds that modulation to their voice, which is so cool, actually. Yeah, so his face is like a screen. You can see like frequencies and stuff on it as well. It's really nice, sort of done in this sort of gold. It's like goldy brown colour. It's quite nice. So you got these head spikes, very reminiscent of his G1 face there, but without a face, which is pretty neat, pretty different. So yeah, so there we go, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. So in terms of articulation, he can rotate 360 degrees at the shoulder. He can. He's got a little bit of a ball joint here as well, in the top of the bicep. He can bend at the elbow, and he can bend there as well, so you can have that joint. That's more for transformation. Nothing at the fingers. His waist will rotate 360 degrees. His legs will kick forward, kick back. They're on ball joints. And he can rotate the top of the thigh. He can sort of bend in and out a little bit. You've got a little joint there, but it doesn't really do anything. But you can do that. You can bend at the knee. But if you position it in a different way, you can get a different... well, you can't really get much out of it, really. Bend at the knee. And his foot can move up and down. On his head, it's on a ball joint. So it's actually on a double joint. So you've got this joint here. It's on a spring. So you can make him look up and down, but he's also on a ball joint, so you can position his head any which way you like. And I get the feeling that it should have been light piped, but, you know, for whatever reason, they changed their mind. And there is Soundwave in his robot mode, and he is fucking cool, isn't he? I didn't like him at first, but when I actually watched the show, I actually really do like him now, which is pretty cool. And he comes with Laserbeak, as all Soundwaves should do. And it's buried in his chest, which is a very nice little homage to Generation 1. So what you do is you pull these wings out, which are nice. I like the way they've sort of incorporated Laserbeak's design into Soundwave's body. Now, if you didn't know it was there, you'd never tell. So you can pull these little wings down like that. And then you can pull him out like that. Slammed him there. And he's a little Laserbeak. And then he transforms like that, and then he's a little scout, little drone, and he can just fly around going. It's not as aggressive as G1 Laserbeak, but you know he does the job, and his wings can move up and down, and it's pretty cool. And you can have him sit on Soundwave's arm, so you've got these little holes there, little holes there, which you can peg into there like that, and you can have him there like that. That's pretty fucking cool, isn't it? So we'll just put him there, and we'll bring in the Prime version, the Beast Hunters version, sorry. Now, this, like I say, is very much, transforms more or less the same. So we'll get straight into that. So what we do is move the wings out of the way. They come to the legs. Like I say, it's just got a slight remoulding to it, but more or less transforms exactly the same way. So we just separate the legs up. Unfortunately, though, this one doesn't have any heel spares. So you've got to use these as heel spares. That's the only difference. Then we pull down this back piece at the back, which should separate his head. That's it. His head has come out, and Ravage wants to escape. We're not ready to talk about you yet, so get in there. And then you you do the same thing. You break at the arms, and you pull these out like that. Same for this side. You sort of break that bit there, and then you pull these out like that, and then you position the shoulders back into place, and then you position the arms out however you want. Now, see this, same for this side, done exactly the same thing. There we go, position, and then we just rotate. Oh, come on! There we go. And there he is in his robot mode. And he's a little bit odd in robot mode because of his feet, because of these extra bits that... I've done it wrong, that's why. Let's take them round. These come down. There we go. Done it wrong, Tony. Come on. What are you doing, son? There we are. And there he is in his robot mode. And he adds a bit of colour to him, which is pretty cool. The one thing that annoys me, though, is with the wings, because they've added these extra, I don't know, spikes, I guess, his hands can't go all the way out like the original one did. But, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, he doesn't compromise it too much. I mean, these are on a sort of slightly rubbery plastic. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Basically, same articulation as before, so I won't bore you with that. But he does come with a little Ravage this time, so we get Ravage out. And he comes with a little adorable Ravage. How cool is that? And his legs can move up and down, and he can, you know, move his legs out. And he can hold him on his arm as well, so you get him like that. But you've got an extra port there this time, so you can put him on his arm like that. Well, you have to move the legs out a bit, but you can put him on his arm like that. And you can have Ravage on his arm, should he ever need to. And then, yeah, and then you get his gun, his grappling hook thing. And then he holds it in a very peculiar way. You can either have it mounted on his arm, and it fires, sort of Megatron fusion cannon style. So you can have it like this, which is not too bad. Or you've got pegs on either side as well, so you can peg it on, it says, like that. So you can have that going on if you wanted to. Or you can hold it in his hand. But because his hands are positioned the way they are, it looks real weird. You know, so you can hold it in his hand like that if you wanted to. Yeah, it's not very good because it's so heavy. It just brings the arm down. So we'll just leave that off to the side. Yeah. So and then there he is, and he's got basically the same head sculpt, but it's a lot more colourful now. Although the paint's kind of coming off because it's on a sort of softer plastic, and the paint hasn't kept. It's a bit of a shame, and his face is a bit more G1 Soundwave, you know. He's got a faceplate and like these extra sort of eyepiece there, and these extra, you know, mutton chops, I guess, or at least they're painted this time. But yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, they are pretty cool together. If you do stand them together, they do look pretty cool. I've got to sort my Prime shelved out really, because Prime was in that weird position of. For me, it came out after the movies. Came out after the movies. I wasn't all that into it at first, but then watched it sort of a couple of years after it had ended, and I really enjoyed it actually. And I got a couple of toys when they came out. I said I had to get Soundwave because he's my boy, isn't he? But overall, though, I think Prime was kind of. It's one of those shows that it's very, very well liked, but kind of sort of. I don't know, swept under the rug a bit, you know. I mean, they have been bringing out Prime toys for for Legacy and stuff, because we've got Prime RC, Prime Bulkhead. They haven't done this guy yet. So yeah, it's kind of like, we acknowledge it, kind of. But yeah, so anyway. So that's me, that's this review. I hope you enjoyed. This will be the last time I'm going to be reviewing in this particular space, because I'll just put my fucking foot through the floor. Yeah, the floor is collapsing in this room. So this is probably the last time I do a review in here. I'll have to find somewhere else. I'll have to go back to my computer and do it there. But yeah, so I'm going to have to get the floor redone, which is going to cost a fucking fortune. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed. Catch you all later. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I'm just 2 away from getting 1,200 subscribers. So thank you. Please check out my other Transformers reviews and my Star Trek reviews. I will be doing more Star Trek reviews, which is cool. And if you're in a position to help out the channel, please check out my Patreon. All the links to my social and the Patreon will be in my description as well. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I gear up to transform. Soundwave SG-1, bringing thunder